A kid kept kicking my sandcastle, so I built the next one with a rock. I was probably 12 when this happened, and we were at this lake in Canada for our family vacation. My parents rented this cabin for the week, and honestly, it was pretty sweet. The lake had this perfect sandy beach area where you could build stuff, so I'm out there making what I thought was the coolest sandcastle ever. I'm talking walls, towers, a little moat around it. I even used some driftwood to make a drawbridge and stuck seaweed around it to look like trees. This thing took me like 3 hours to build, and I was so proud of it I was going to take a picture to show my friends back home. Then this teenager shows up with his buddies. Had to be like 16 or 17, way older than me. Without saying a word, he just walks over and kicks my castle to pieces. Just completely destroys it. His friends are all laughing like it's the funniest thing ever. I was devastated. All that work, gone in 2 seconds. But what really got me was how they just walked away laughing, like ruining a kid's sandcastle was some kind of achievement. My mom saw the whole thing and came over to comfort me. She suggested we go get ice cream or something, but I wasn't having it. I told her I was gonna build another one. She probably thought I was crazy, but she let me do it. This time, I had a plan. I found this massive rock, probably the size of a football, all jagged and sharp on the edges. I dug a hole right in the center of where my castle was gonna be and buried that rock completely. Then I built the most amazing sandcastle around it. From the outside, it looked exactly like a normal castle. The next morning, I'm playing in the water when I see the same group of teenagers walking down the beach. The main kid spots my new castle and gets this evil grin on his face. He starts jogging toward it, clearly planning to kick it again. I pretended not to notice and kept splashing around in the water, but I was watching out of the corner of my eye. He gets to my castle, pulls his leg back, and kicks it as hard as he can. The sound he made was like nothing I'd ever heard before. This grown teenager just dropped to the ground screaming and holding his foot. His friends rushed over thinking he was joking at first, but when they realized he was actually hurt, they started panicking. Turns out he'd kicked that rock so hard he broke 2 of his toes. His parents had to drive him to the hospital, and he spent the rest of the vacation hobbling around in a walking boot. The best part? My castle was still standing. The rock had absorbed all the impact, and only a little bit of sand had fallen off the top. It was basically indestructible. Word spread pretty fast around the campground about what happened. All the other kids thought it was hilarious that this bully got what was coming to him. Even some of the adults were trying not to laugh when they heard the story. For the rest of the week, nobody touched my sandcastles. I built like 5 more, each one more elaborate than the last. Other kids would come watch me build them and ask for tips. I felt like the sandcastle king of the entire beach. The teenagers' parents came over to complain to mine, saying I'd booby-trapped my castle on purpose. My dad just shrugged and said maybe their son shouldn't go around destroying other people's property. They couldn't really argue with that logic.